Ya to so obejamo Adom TV afi na do afiri ato esam akwa ba Adam eje na ode ya kansie aba besin ko no so abo ma pa sima emiensa abusia pensen mu bre na aso ya ye de brewe na sesronko na ye de ma Lucky Herbal Clinic na wo mo eboa ma ye de sa pensen media brew na se na ye Canada no nipa de nyame de do ma chede ahodo pi no ano de adom yen ohwemu nsusu no a edoma chedie mu no egu akodo epi ebi ede yaresa ebi de empaibo ebi de enwonto na oba Lucky Herbal Clinic ye de yaresa ha ya ye tete na ye enuro de asa amanfo ya de no eno na eni enam so amanfo age yatum eniti se fa awo ho se efa empamu ya de se efa sisi yade mojabruso esichire yade ne ho nkro ne bari nyina no tutumika na fo ni che Lucky Herbal Clinic na yentimi emwa abibiduro efie na emum yede abefo efidie enso de aka ho ama omudwumade ne timi agina pie papa ntudu Lucky Herbal Clinic ultramodern laboratory ya ewo ho ye hwe amanfo mu jamu ahwe yade mu wo mu de timi ama omabiduro ma mo atimi ato mo ebi ewo ho your scanning equipment and afi oba baby a obeda so wo ba ana wo ye bema abofra obi a wo no ward ya obetimi adam na ya hwe no eyade visitors kra so ana se asrafo ekosra wo mo a wo mo eda ayasabia ho no a baby a betena ne enam nso no enyade a ehadwen kra titumrika neko gomua ogakrom na winiba swedru kwantimpo no so hara eho na Lucky Herbal Clinic ananso kaswa nyanya no kwan so hara obetimi afreyen ewo 0243 201 244 0243 201 244 0242 758 231 0242 758 231 and afi 0242 238 745 0242 238 745 your Lucky Herbal bitters ya no yedimi etimi tukoko ene mema o ma emre wo mpamu so no ase na afi your Lucky Herbal mixture eno etimi di to 3 day ya de ase o ma da na pe ye de pensin mo bro na komo ben na ye di ene anope se in the one krata mu nsam no koso no ye bo amane se ohwemu a onura osofo ye hwega na sikasam hye so ura se tepe ene sentrofo hye mu ensem no ahodo pi no na aba ntitu nienti a ahokyera ba wo memu ha sikasam ne niema enkoyie no odi nkyerkyeremu eba nti ye befa saa asem no na minority don kuma ni abaya farm rashi bidwam enso akyere o madwen dia fa ensem ura se tepe de betu dwa wo se wo mu gitum anyeye enya ade a eto asum na ade enti ene wo mu ekyere saa ye de saa asem ni mu nkyeremu de bebrɛw unim se adesua suku hu nsam ni ade no so ade da yakoma pono so obetia na otwetwa mu no BC nsohwe no aba nkwala no obekọ secondary school no kra no aya asem aye nsem bebre isan say about 182,000 empim aha nwotwe eni mienu eni akire ena wo mo anyam kwan a eni aban eni computer selection placement for say won ba bepe ba bi no wo mo de wo matena eno aye nsem a eno kra no yen kan wiye na wo mo mkɔkyerɛ wasi eso ebekɔ university any tertiary institutions wo mo so aye nsem pi isan say nra ebeto abonten say universities no arehwemu ne bɔhye bia wo mo hyɛ sɛ nko mo bɛgye students ni bebre no a afi wo mo pie isan say SSC no anase wasi no wo mo a wo mo buy no batches mienu 4-year group and 3-year groups no aye nsem pi university no antimi ani wo mo bɔhye so ama ene polytechnics yesi grace bi esi wo mo fanko aye nsem bebre eno so ewo ho na MPP national executive so wo mo asem bada afi yenko ahoma so na yenkodi nkomo ora kwakwa agima manu ye kane so afa bedichire ede ma eye wo manga na sikasem hyehyɛ so wo mpani kufo apenso ne wono na wo ye public accounts committee chairman na wo ye member of parliament ede ma adoma obani agima manu anope mo ache
ye
na honamu ye
nyamia daruma
yede nyamia se se enen so no wama yemu kwan se yeni nkomo sikasam hyehyɛ ene wo man Ghana yasetene mu nsɛm no ene ɛho nsɛm na no pɛ nti yafrɛ wo na sɛnea wonimu no enra omampani soafo ewura setekpe ekohia nsɛntwerɛfo ede tututu wo manim nie nti a Ghana fo ho kyere wo mo nie nti a sikasam hyehyɛ ni nkoyie ama ene yeti baabi a yete no na niedi kan memisa unya kwan utie bi na watete mu nsɛm a Roni Bessie, general impression and I say, first response, anything was answered BPM Munrad.
Your constituency in Timran, I mean, Kuman, so in a community meetings when you're playing the idea. Let's say you may know, may see the crack every 10 minutes. 15 minutes of crack a sour. This we know a careful program.
You
in TM say, I've got a brief.
At the same amount.
That's a miracle. You see, you can't come and tell me the problem about a single spine when you yourself introduce the single spine. So the problem, well, I tell me a walk. So what I say, what offer a mobile abacy, don't you? Now the behavior in a mobile to this one. What I just say, mobile on able. I won't walk off as a number. Well, let's say, man, but I am a yes, the panel kind of crazy. I'm more like Jim. Mean to me, I didn't mean who's to know for me. Or 5 years, Ramon Ramnamo makes you one in your mind. That is a problem at your say. And some no one will cry. No, we are not in this before. Finance Minister account. Only actually the real reasons, you know. When person account, which is a well identified, one want to put in your echoes. Who better work to me and your solution? I see, I know. Say mobile, but be a near. You I just cry. There's a comfort job, money, my with some hope to be smile, crack. That will Ghana for you. Make us a sabi, and I have what they did. But no shank, baby, and a man on a year corner. Not any jacka. There was hope. Say, no, yes, for that position. I bedroom baby. I say, Ubia, it's you know. Jenny, that's what they say. You have to ready say, Radiama, baby, do not generate. We cannot bear this kind of corruption issues. And you one major factor. After incompetence, a man will be here. Nyama can see you look, of course, here. Baby, you train, and no. Now, queer say, Sebi in previous, so Sebi, where the Yats and the day. It was Kubia community say, to him, Patapa. When you might know, change Chiano, the watching. What I say, and no, you feel to him, Patapa. What they know so, Yaka won't see, Yapisoyana, no, Yako. What's the money? What the finance minister? Why are money? I dare to see a revenue. Baby, a revenue free baby, only somebody in Chetima. Not banning to have one tono. A banner get it for. So what I say, yet it for we are. You because I can't want your donor influence. Sabi, I brought from Waka Crab, Betty Boy. World Bank for multilaterals, bilaterals, amana money, any batan, okay, see a world which you know, that's where Bob and Kakranka. After Numa Kakranka Kribia, Abandi Sikashimwa, then Manuyan Faswa, that's Bema Abanibi. After local government assemblies, IGF, internally generated funds. I am in Potemo to sell fit for any drum tone in your money, revenue streaming. What you are, a revenue streaming in a cocoa. My port. Every point is a president on why you have to say near Michael's 1 year. It's your friendly Pafro, and free castle, and quote my port. You could do already a crab boo. Says the revenues, and back. Every car Wilson, right from President Mills to type. You could forecast a Yaji GSA from this kind of football, Quabanino. Boko, you can't watch and light a stolen vehicle. No more quackotonity. Yakaya, Nagana, any free months, Yaka Wilson. Yaka Wilson report one problem and solve it. Now, yet the revenues look your bottom area. They need to be trusted. Right? After the other point to say, I need revenues, Nayano, and so your obrano book. Yaji Bosia, I could do by this, I said, Bosiano Bank, and 30% of our revenue. Oko can na can't you say loans no sustainable. Is this sustainability? Who revenue 30% if you are there, interest, capital repayment no count. And the other point say capital, what's the other give to say Kutia, what's the other it's a quite Busia, but before for the Kutia Busia. What kind of financial engineering? It's way cheaper loan than the Yaki Dadano. What the hell? Right? Thank you for your Edibai. Put the Moncano Crepa, Secotia Sebu Contano. That single span for 64%, 70% of our revenue, sir. That's still allowing inside you when not about the tree and say the yes, Egmana. No permanently.
But alright, Mamanu, single spine, sir, more persona, Moshe, idea better cram and penny free Acunyaso, and was signing. And that's someone I'm on the bar, and I know.
No, yeah, you have insurance. No, you can hear be a pen of policy document. And send a policy document in also. Yet you acquire parliament. And the single final policy documents require you. And the actual technicalities in content of price, they know that stage. Over the so President Mills today in the principle of justifiable continuation. It's your better so. What was the content of more won't pray? The argument I'm raising is say, who got transfer your forecast? Now you are going to pay at one stage, even if it's 5-10 years. Now revenue projections, let's say, single span for 70%. Now introduce that policy. Was it a good policy?
But policy document in Namunia, dear document na President Kufuor signed a day before Ofia Kunyasono.
President Kufuor signed 34% salary increase. One can't single spine. Single spine, no T1 in year pa. Near Chas baby say, so a secretary, Ewa Banekuma. Nya Oti Kwalibu a secretary. Nya Oti Minister of Bruce or a secretary. Nya Oti Social Welfare a secretary. Secretary putting in architecture abete. What's your mention us? President Kufuor document no sign you lose elections. Or the 34% across board. Not single spine technicalities in the moon and semno. Not in kind of. You see, here we are project, we haven't finished. You new baby, you have been contacted about 70% of our revenues. In Kawana, this are police in the back. You see, a national issue. The point is that if you are wrong, revenue sooner you so. In your mind is for dinner, so you didn't go 10 years pa. Now, the single spine policy no bar. 70% of our revenues, and we are supposed in Canamo radio back also. Said they were thinking, say, they take 50% of our revenue. That is the bottom line. Now, oil Sikano, it was supposed part of it. Oil revenues management bill. Let you introduce a single spine that. Even that, 70% of the oil revenues should come to the budget, so. Now, would you acquire the loan, say, a new project? When we are increasing single spine. Now, Ukocha, quoting your 77, when you will see no person Pama, okay, Ebeko, Ebeji. That is a problem. They are mismanagement. And what's a matter of incompetence? Corruption. Right? The kind of Kakaso about Putunuma. Now, one nam Kotikwani, what is the coming in our Mamo? Look at Wyoming, Isopoton, water bill, YCP, what in the kind of thing is a 100 million, 50-something million, 74 million. Now, we in the Shanano, apart from Public Accounts Committee, your last term, then you can apart editor on China. Papa now, present on Wako Farm, a Pomo Bayan. Right? See, someone APP, I saw for Tom, if you could travel up with you, and can go to 1.5 billion. African automobile, Papa Public Accounts Committee, can someone APO, never so commissioner, can someone APO. And when you know, we found it home aside here for Benzema, Jaggy Sicano de command Kupota. That money, when you use it this way, a better year problem at Yitinamu. Not every budget last year. Yeah, review budget, Now, Sikaya can't see a best spending. They are overspending. Oko, you for a one. Ministry, you overspend over 200 million. Office of the President, you overspend about so million. I say, you overspend over so million. How did they get those monies to overspend to that extent? Sada. They are quite below $75 million to say a Ghana city. Yet the 33 million are could be in here. Every was slim. Mian was here, Ashi. Yet the 15 million say, you team up with somebody, a public private partnership. Yeah, contribute to ASS for 15 million. In confirm one here, Beko Bukina. You see, this type of things, what brand economy? A bed any year, no baby, yet read.
And he, yeah, Mr.
Now, panic.
Meet you up any now.
Right. Abandon who said problem, Kasiaba. And you see a beef up your revenue mobilization. Corruption, yen die. And you will beef up revenue, Nukrana. Tokona, ye biatima, ye the execution. It is still there. So what I say? And no what the taxes. As to your money now, so. And my economy, no, I still a hit up. I'm a whoever. Who increase the benefit of a salary by 10%. Minimum wage, equals so by that level. Not what go to electricity boom 80%. Ahead of us, the crown on your air ban and they say, whose electricity bills in your Rio? On the crown, you see. And to come November, make it all. I have October bills in the Bano. You will see what will happen to all of us. You see, and two sorry agitation here. Productivity alone, if I'm conform. You know, is that how to rule?
It's all the what you are say, Sabio, Sab Predias, NDC, born or Mamon to Muntimia Jumano. Cesar.
Can't send me, no. That corruption. Now, incompetence. Incompetence, no, many attempts will be abon. Jenny, a fire, Juman, who you into key wedding, we see, no men coming use to no. Better agents will image man, more diplomatic. That's what I should be saying.
Roger, my man on the pay, Badwam, FNCR. Chairman, Public Accounts Committee, and Yatin in Canada, and the member of Parliament, and Adom, and the former Deputy Minister of Finance and Economic Planning. Rasa Tekpe, and Ra, and some men saw no di tuja, or Rashe Bijam, Machri, Yedisa, and Seminole Bedrow. No one penny for Transi. Nana Fredia. Furiata MPP ko nimba watanse na mo ache won kwaba sanso na eni apani Kofi Adams kasama for the makani mampani Jerry Rawlings ono anso Deputy General Secretary edema NDC Kofi mo ache right eti na enkomo no ye de sha asia ne sa nana say sikasem hihye ne ho ensem no ye enkomo a yegusu aya ye di say enra so no owura setepe ene sentrofo hia achirichiri muni a ekoso yisikase muni nti ema omanga na ase ye ho yira ye no na maame hya se mfiri ho wonya braking kan bia nchichiri mo odi aba no sabe eto wasum
kawa nidi kai bema tifo achi na yada owura ajuma menu ase ene nsema waka eboa mayeno ma yenhye denim senia edu san hihye no a niema bi senia ye no fa no nipa sa no ebe kasa odi susu ni awate no ho utumi di ebobo mu anase utinitini mu wadwen mu ehu se ade no se na sese ya na sese tenu so ye be ho na kaba mo de emfo looks for ya de ebe bon abaso se won hu pania oya manamo once one picture and Akufo-Addo. Na asemi out there too. Kaba o kind paper mu here etienia Rasa Tekpe kan. No so munuaba yenyina ba o Adom Afia Pokia any Rasa Tekpe na be de chiri ewo
After force.
As to force ekasai. And only only Rajma men so kasai. And minti menina miti kakra. Ntundi ni na kabuma. Enkoyi kwan bia so. If say unze senia Rajma men kan. Nyama no mpaso. Eye den na yebu adwuma bi se Adom TV yenim se ye befa nipadu ni efiti na etua 100 cedi yehu se ade no enye adwuma si piga ho aketua no koso nhihia ye wo no ede na pani no wo ha no esoye ese ne be ya 100 cedi etua obia na sisi etua 150 no ye be ma 150 na ba a enka adwuma ne nhye ugye niema bi a ebe ma niema totokwan ama na koyi enu bi na ato ye mpanimfo ne hu ye eno na owura adwuma me no ekyerɛkyerɛ yase adwuma no ye hu ye enisiade hu ne adwen pa asisi ye di peja Ghana ne kɔ n'anim kan bi so se ne be nipa ho beto wo no ase mpanimfo ne hu ye ene ye de akɔhye akatua nso afi etwa mu ye campaign mu ka kyerɛ ye se mu kra no hu ye mu ka kyerɛ ye se mu kra no hu ye afi de etoso no esi ye friends MPP for na Dubai na Uraku for na Dubai afi de pesi ye de hye ne se ono start single span na obeko no oka se a start nso ewi ase na nye sa na tie nye no kre intino adwen pen pa na utie nia urase tekbeka na ese honko anu wonjina afi de wi ase no si election petition no so ka ho oho intino petition intino na Ghana fo nyina agya adwuma ye
nso ho no nchiremu odi aba ne se na amanfo nye setting se
nso na amanfo didi amanfo sorry kwadwuma no one sign checks one go gi euro bond ne sa ne amani nyina nti eno nso eno de eno na eyedien eno na emfaso ne ne ma na eyedien ena se yeti amamu ase eti nhihye na da ho na se a ense se petition ni stop obia because ne dikan se wo gidie se wo na wo so a wo ye ne se fata ne toso se wo ni sukura na wo pese uje din ma wo ho na mafo aka se oko no se na nhihye ne kire se koba se atemufo ne de ma akufu ado anka ese ura mahama ne na pamfo ne sifom anka se oko no kra ne mo jato ho no kra no emudu aboa Ghana nti no how pa ne se ana enya Ghana fo nti na mobile tumi muji tumi nti sansem no ne ma ye bisa na ye kroja na enya kwa kaba
me kra na di nti na de koja
na se ye ni abre ayefe no che no enya ade
de mo no be ko bi
mentumi ankokra meta won achi mi hunhun ta won achi obi obetumi akobi ese so tumi ko mi de enfam ho so PPP o asem na da ho no ano ahye ebi na owura adwuma manu epeja na no pe ano ahye ni pe bre papa na nyama bia ya na amanfo se politics nso de megitum se politics no mementi ase ne se kaba usi obetumi aye menso misi metumi aye nti won ebema adwuma no aba abedi obi nsa no ese ye kama won asote won ihu na den asem na ode betudwa adwempa na kita wo na se adwemfi na opese okatia wo nyonko no media ne menim se adwempa na kita wo na ode tu nipa nanim na se ohu se bibia chia wo ba bia oka na wa kire ade krunti a wo de nka wonye ne sa ne dikan sikapudu a yetentam mankrofo ayentumi nkyerase yentumi nsa nkoje na ewi ase ne yehu se aproyesem bi wo akire eno no eyasem hia e magana eyeda ne etumi tampudu mankrofo na won a eye adwuma ahwie ne so fifire no de achia eno eya proyesem no eho ni ayefi no che na PPP for de sidwa amanfo pie kota won achi no aye nyina ye beta won achi ne toso nhihye ben pa because kaba se ubeka ya your friends asempa so 2009 ekosi sen na metaka se yen hyedan hu adwen bia NDC for dia tudwa e kire se ebue oman no mu ama nyuma ba ama kakra egu amanfo butu pesine e de empa no aya ye hu se peja Ghana
efienu me aba NDC ba
e de empa na ye
hu omonye bibi titiru bia ma hu
de empa kaba men kasa me mbo wan ba so okwan bi so e bia won aye bibi na nyemfa sese ye kan sem sei no de empa na si trima otumi dika upeja bia megitum a meka kire e de empa ene etumi gitum se iwi ase no nipa abrabo ekononim
we dey na oka ayefe no cha asem ma mi mbisa pipi for so ma sha ase a na uwi a wakọ
metumi ara opa me ana
ni Brew Hammond PPP national chairman ni ye mo ati mo akwa ba
so na volume very low.
Okay, mema me ne so kakra
Dia meti kakra na mama otiefo nyina etimi apre papa preko.
Yate na no so aboma ekobo eduasa pepepe demo no mo hyase e
Majo obasa ebisa question ni bi o wala.
Mi bisa se mo djuma di a mo hye ne na no pe no mo hyase e
Well, ma ntimi ye won de but samiti ni ye dia go for ba sesia ye police for na ba ye domino so e wa ba say you do almost 300 na ye say by 8:30 ye be kimi every ha na ya machiako house park ho ni you do ye be address yeah, members na ya launch if we not anti-corruption demonstration and campaigning because launch because they call all of the regions into the announced date for the march in the various regional capitals.
Na minimse ba bia won dede on ti mema me ne so kakra mo hyese kan no so na mo hyase adana nipa no mainti na mo de call 8:30 na
Davi ye ka say ye be hyase between 8 and 9 until we are still on course. The gathering of the members was to be between 7 and 8 and then between 8 and 9 we will take off. We believe that we will be on course. Acha by 9 o'clock. Na yesu say ayeko.
Ujiri se mo benya nipa dodo ama wo ma bedi machi.
Oh, enye dodo na ehia he. Message ye send it out and ehia he. Den ko for 5-10 kwa ye be call match. But sesia kwa yenya na abo 5-10. The message is what we want to send out and not the number of people are everybody at the end. No man ba we never ji yes but he said the big young for 1,000 but the endu kwa 300 400 500 and say you never saw because messaging you say yes send me out
Now emse message no waka say proye ne ketashe moto safra manyoko ahodo ni bia na
message ni kataye possible yes na uye ni ekoso kwa na ye so commissioner on judgment debt yen sama epepio sika eshi the sika ni na yentumi mfan ye edwuma ebutumi ye na omanu etumpu na ya hwemu ehu se ebi free ye constitution na ye won anti-corruption addressing those constitutional issues ye feel say ebetumi aboa ma yetumi free corruption asi ebi ni attorney general o prosecute cases ye mbra hyehyem ti se ne ti ya president na ofa attorney general na otumi yi na bi time dia opia and the attorney general ontumi prosecute enioma also because so say ye be yi ebi ni ye dey attorney general Amidu wayomi case pay na ye yi na bi ye fa attorney general fofo anytime matter I was saying to me independent prosecutor ama cases you are or follow what you follow on him says obi member you we are so commissioner appeal was there cases ni be bakra na attorney say attorney for say oh I don't know you to win in the court no kwa omonko saare aye judgment debt a message I say now today then they are creating avenues for corruption and they are looting the nation of corruption and they are sharing the proceeds from the corruptive parties. The message in the are sending out in create, loot and share no more. When these are the messages that we want the Ghanaian public to be witness to.
Create, loot and share no more. Ntesa. Yo. Ni yɛbɛdo ase na yɛde asi a menim sɛ mukɔ wie a yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ. Yo. Pre papa preko PPP wɔn dwam tenani wɔ man mu nyinaa ni Brio Hammond ɛna yɛte ne nka no yɛda so wɔ fidie so na na fidie an Kofi Adam so ha na na mti to aso em sɛ na wo kasa na metwa wa no
nti no e ma obi sase e dem pa na koso hyehyɛ no owura adwumamanu pagya nsɛm sɛ opagya ni no na me ka hasɛm ne sɛ adwuma no sɛ nipa no won ni ya ko na yɛde tumi na hye ho sa no won ni ya na nema e ma ne dadi ebi ne sɛ ɔka sɛ fango ye bai yɛtwa 70% ato hɔ sɛ fa yɛ adwuma 70% ne de akosi awowa ɛne yɛgye yɛ friends loans so pudo mo ba mo so ɛndi MPP fo akɔgye bosia ne broso mfie num efiri 9 billion wakodu 43 ne akyiri yehu wo yabra bom adekro ama bibia sakra sa sika na ekɔgye ye na 70% no nambo de akosi awowa nti kyese ni ato ye no se afede obi ne dofo ekodi agraje se watua ho tax condom tax ye wo fango nka ne ani bi ne etiase na oman no ekɔ nanim afi mo sika ne bi abeka ho ami yakɔ yanim se nia ne yekɔ afi kra na obre no abam amamu ben no nhyehyɛ ben no e ma wo hu hwe wo nte hwe ase sa jidasam ne niam ye babubo mu nyina e ma obisa sɛ din pa na mpanimfo no tena ase a wɔndwe obewi ase no obetie mpanimfo no ne abetena TV so ne abetena radio so na to wɔn ne wɔn pese do kɔ owura kofo mre so na den na MPP fo bɛyɛ na den na MPP nsunsunso na mo bia hu na sɛ kɔba sɛ Ghana fo se ne owura kofo no ahanso wɔn ani a nti na mo nso den na mo yɛ efe ye ka koye ne mi obi ada ne 18 ne opadwuma ye e de na mo aya e kire se ne da chi koye ne me fe twato na se bia ye bom mama ne na nsen ya kumasi o baby nkola bi e ko bopo school mo won ko school no won be bi GSS e bopo GSS and SS e bopo se won wi a ye nya dwuma nye nti no won ko padwuma ene kidnapping si wi ankola
e wo Ghana ha
me ka kire
school
weekend ya won wi akola bi me echi won ene won akasa asemi kuma
really
I'm telling you I'll give you the details so you check.
Marty, we'll follow it up.
It is a serious matter.
But I say, me call process for penny for him. So say, and a demonstration. Penny free a home, so now I say any DSP free man tete or na customer for them. Greater Accra Regional Police Command. But Yensakana prepare my best back. Kofi, Misa, let me say, Urasa take akasa. What in an Africa? Out to Urako Kwajma menu. Ghana sika samuchi. Baby Ejina, eti sema.
Yo kaba michia wana wotie ya no pay. Nami wotie owura adwuma menu. Da wotie na Fridi adwuma na. Wonyina aseme na omuka. Ne omuka na nia owura setekwe kai ya na omuka. But now wine no more wine to make it political. No.
Kofi Mamimsa DSP free market quickly now. DSP are not paying watching.
I made just so many and I take one so many chow.
Yeah, that's it. So what here so proceed for my home what to say and a PB before a year or more.
Oh yeah, the Yabua boy na omoni FCA chom. Boy he camp
oh, more proceed for the car or Hasana.
Normally
oh, okay.
Yeah, they say no, yeah, chom or brass pot, I chom.
Na
Kakraba mo.
Kakraba home. Route to the mood you are more fine fan.
Route in the MCL, more money or more organizers, and name it so far. No, they confirm who decided on a one on the fact.
Okay.
That is from a brass sport near the Afafari school. From the near Kupi, our custom for share Cassiano. That is a step headquarters. And then now Marco Accra House of Folk Park. The Honombe and the Honoma breast almost supported. So, Mamma, I say by 12, you know, maybe, yeah, you know, any problem here.
What the process for do say na bo mobile?
And no, dear, say them big can catch only a from other media house. And yeah, dear, study and numbers no teacher, but you don't see if I beat me at the teacher of yeah. At least, as I went stand by for horse, a number na ye be brave, and it yen to na ye ba. And you know, depending, yeah, by my year has to see your brass sport again. Those when there will be some more direct traffic. Because they be on in I say police for work for all those places and making sure that the of traffic in airport. Now you're clear way, you know, I prepare.
When any crack no me say Truth and Accountability Forum for so yes and come be omo de ne ne. Sasa money o ma ka ko sisen.
I know the am on match as say you have a two demonstration. Say under the same umbrella, the only problem, but it's a separate demonstration with the same venue here. I know it can bring confusion in security-wise. You know, you advise you on something to say, information is on better money CPP for boom. I know we have recognized CPP as a group doing demonstration. To be PPP, organizers now. On the book my. You know, you need problem. We have a list of the organizers. You know, as to any other group here, in Shaho, and here and said, the other course do, the other course without any problem.
Yo, you better was it na Yamamo Juma. Yo, Yamamo Juma, DSP Freeman Tete, and I tell you, kind of Greater Accra, Proceed, one Kasama, Kofi. Yeah, nothing in Washington, and
Enti na mia na fredi adwuma o de bonu ho the nukes aya de o more organization say kaba we are where the nukes blockheads or involve grassack goops USAG tag our teacher training and regional SRCs on my issue statement there was no consultation in taking that decision to organize awards program. Yeah, a few people on to Munkotina now on decided Bibisa on behalf of what Nooks. So say on the Ishechi.
Why is student that?
On the Ishechi, of course. That's why I know. It doesn't you. The president and then just the executives cannot just sit down and decide on such a major decision. You cannot. Congress. We have a national executive of NUCS. Blockheads, no. Omuye members. It is not just the elected president and maybe general secretary and few others. No, but now what take our decisions. The blockheads have to be involved. And they say. So maybe Munye Bida now Nunye Bida, then maybe he doesn't understand.
But then,
oh, but then that's
how graphic.
No,
and you looks even
so but there's a press statement. I'm surprised that
you should have corrected. No, I'm who your graphic. But you can me who here. Me mails.
It came out. It came out yesterday. And hear me, all I'm saying is that
what's your big deal?
The memma yen fine chiche mumba students because bebre my bisu nkoho. That is all that I wanted to say on that point. But moving on, the issue of the economy. Kaba
Kofi
say a very transparent and open governance in terms of running yen main economic avenues. This government had far outperformed the MPP government. the secrecy in deals in relation to oil and gas or minimum, you trace it to the people, including even sheep crowd mokoton ye. Yen and then almost your cabinet no moment or the first thing or attorney general and I don't go for the normal power of attorney there main cotton sheep. So was he sent there to go and negotiate and our uncle cotton sheep? Cotton sheep in this baby as he can't call and say yen Bank of Ghana one Societe Generale also want to nkrata ever sales of sheep drill sheep. So say ye ban aban na party na mo wa benum obano katasihye ne proye cover up there and they say obi to be 2 MPP then that government cannot exist in this country.
I say drill sheep omuguzu ihwemo.
Oh, I said that's omuguzu ihwem and America chill, but superimpose it with what is happening now. Nana Fridia Tihai Utumubo figures. He is calling figures about near NDC Abanye in the oil industry. Or my figures. Figures in free openness, transparency. Say Abanye open, Abanye transparent. Ora Ajima menu ka obenya figures in free. I'm just telling you governance. That Abanye in only bibia or the COBia. So government is opening up. And the man Nana Fridia or Betina Hakra, he can quote figures.
Now go than government na more choice.
That's it.
More choice. Some of the figures
Why?
in this Ghana.
Or more choice no mudi see here.
MPP4.
Yeah.
Some of figures is see.
Only choice but omo here. They hid information from the people.
Which information?
Including even Abraham Mokoton ship, there was no board. GMPC had no board. But they claim that the board resolution on the cotton ship.
But say no more CEO.
Na CEO, you were accusing Chachu Chikata there or no? Now he was doing things alone without. He was even CEO. Mumudi no acting. You made an acting CEO to give you the power, and you want us to accept that acting CEO. Onya confirmed. Onu wo to me say no be no ye CEO. Kaba, go ahead. Let's tell this one to the Marines. So it tells you that openness. Yes. As for the issue of economic challenges, why press conference now minister here na yes an okanya. The ye wo wuntumi kaba, mintumi cheo nyaminim. What I don't have, I cannot dash you. Or what I don't have, I cannot give you. I can only give you Niamewo. So, me ni bibia, I cannot give you. Assemble and Oracle. Also, one. Economy of a country, and it would mean because a bayako, and this me ba, me besha say from completely fresh note. What do you mean, yes, sir? You can't do that. The actions of previous governments affect who government. At the beer a binder than a baye. And nintina nipano yet to abamana, he swears, he signs. And in action beer or bayiano will be registered as actions that haven't been taken by the people of this country. And the at the beer MPP abanye is there for us to deal with. Eurobond now Mukoje. In 2007, our UCBD salaries is there to be paid. Why would you in the MPP lose the election in 2018? Now, Amama Kade, Eurobond now, Mokoje ya, Omudibi Kutia salaries, ma NDC Abantia. That is not how economy is run. And the actions now, Muye Yening in Adaho. Untumin Kon Kobobusia. We bet your interest. Now, we bet your salaries. Aketia. Now, we bet your. We don't do that. You pay salaries from revenue. You will invest it into profitable ventures. Obema infasuaba. Now, say, old time, I would with you as I can be to meet you. Now, say, now,
say every. Eurobond non kwaji on the 2 year salaries. And
of
5 years down the line, Ghana for break.
We are now servicing those debts, and they were not invested. Today, Kaba, which hey, maybe we a jaw fee. Now, Okobobusia from bank B. Now, instead there, with this Abusia na Okoboy and with the Bayer BB or the Faso Bebano. Now, what they know, sir, or with the Jew in him. Now, knowing that, Adi cry 5 years later, na yebetia. Now, 5 years later, we do now, woman musu one school, no, says our moon primary biome. Or me could do secondary school fees na akosro. Until they with your fees na akosro. Bosiano so Okoboy o de konum nsa no so imria so de o de with your sa Bosiano. Enti sika kakra abeba wonsem no o de ukotua Bosiano na we tua na we hu de untumi ntua school fees ma wo ba no ma on be ko school papa no na wo de wan akoshe baby fufu. Wo bebre wo hu be chiwo. But a brenna maybe wo bre later no because of who actions we are taking the previous time na edis high adiba. What has been introduced now so that me spend more time make but now we are buying the same similar Eurobond. But I buy this kind of year one or the big couture sa Eurobond now mokoji on the 2 year salaries. It has to take $250 million of that to go and pay sir. I buy the share projects within the lifetime of Sasikano. And now we need Deputy Minister of Finance and Kasa on Asempan. So catch you that government have decided that Okababasia now Bosian be due in say 3 years. On Fasikano fan koshe project in 3 years time project no and shall say there edi profit bre or minor na odi bibi bre or minor obutumi tua Sasikano. A buying the Sasikano koshe into projects would have been completed and would have been yielding results by the time oil due for payment. Why introducing the gift system? Emma obianye unnecessary expenditure. Almost sorry, no mu koti sole commissioner is doing or the same baby no Kaba, na ye wo menu mu. Aban men onya hu akukudro tede. I'm establishing that for a public inquiry into issues of what judgment debt.
So Kofi a judgment debt commission by Anna.
Why?
It didn't come out of the blue.
And then
public agitation about judgment debt and the president Ijina Solidarity Commission and Anya Presa.
Why? Public agitation commission.
It
is the commitment of government. Why? So pressure and continue in Adom anymore. And like many people should have done it. Many people should have done it. It isn't out of any pressure. It is out of a commitment. President Nankasa here or take over our policy address for international conference center. He committed to it. And now committed to it. What pressure was there then? On no kanye. At that forum that he will do it. And they say, and people are seeing the truth or otherwise. Now they are now referring to it. You see, the afterthoughts. Always when Obi Jenu no more da. Ya we are no home for so piano, then they are now coming. So I'm happy that President Mahama was show leadership in the opposition for Kranu, with two sa commission now here no or commission about it. It shows. Senko they just cover up another this one prosecute one kayebede na you drill ship. Kayebede na you many other ones are ababa happy say aban committed the okwesa. Sometimes now what was not said. Also cover up. Say, or see another commission to just cover things up. Is this a cover up? So, Kaba, bano the other aspect of challenges are minister no can be. Wo budget, your development partners. Like grants or there, into the economy. We still will continue to depend on some some support that comes through grants. There has been a certain trend. There's a call about to whom, especially a fear yet to abandon grants in a entire 2012, you're almost about 47% of what was expected. That's 2012. Because it was an election year. 2013, Osan yenti jai. Ode ye de kokota ye kahunsema ye sainti. It even became worse than even 2012. No ye election year no. It became worse. Na ebinuma yo madwin there. Oh yeah. So grant for you so omo associations and then relationships and what have you, and people have all the kind of connection. Yenda nyamia se there. The Supreme Court even your order omuye. Now the expectation is that situation would improve.
That's it. So me to say I know so say Supreme Court will into ma in grant and so.
Yes, Supreme Court asema petition is no they call
petition into and am I grant and so.
Ha nakaba say
from 47 to 42.
Mama example that in almost every election year you such situations. But after elections, goodwill never back, then it increases. But in the case of Ghana, 2013 now a year after election, now a worse than election year. A bad in a year different from the trend and your petition.
And a petition is so. Ghana.
Oh no, of course. But Adibia a one negative. Say it was some positive. So
direct question for you. Positive, negative. The end social.
Kaban negative no yeah more. Negative no more immediate. Say okay immediate. Make immediate. Negative no more. Any be na say minua or complaining no. Immediate effect na yenya bet say yenya one butera
Govina na say Sinipo in a minute wrong unye minka so
okay
this is Sinipo in a minute unye
now we there now call phone lines now
phone lines
now here then
me ya there actually ba
okay enti in now I back to
of course me ba over rap ya me ba over rap ya it is Sinipo mama
okay enti kaba me and American on the issue of grants is very important. It will pick up revenues.
We are in October.
Yeah, of course, but that been a year.
The last quarter of the year.
That been a year petition. Petition in August year na year. We in August year. So the grants will improve too. Kaba revenues in your bad.
Kaba esre na sre kakra.
The revenues na revenue generation institutions now omu ye nia ombetum but ye babaka we will talk about the compensation
of course
salaries and the rest
obusia some no ye deba say John ma fru papa o say ye deba ye beje krato menko afi na nsam na nkasa kra na kese no ye ba beka ye dan ho abasisia Yeah, to also obey Adom TV, no chabo ma pansima miensa. Emails, text messages, kaba@manjoyonline.com and answer Twitter Kojo Kaba na yetimi atwa enkomodidi and already a lot of emails say about my making Kevin Kofi Adams and twice no wrap up on that one. Shifman Otunsu Kaba, in fact, and I can understand Kofi Adams' difficulty to what is this? To really accept all the praises that Nooks has showered on Nanado. But the truth is that Nanado is blessed. Greetings to Chairman to me, incoming Ashanti Regional Chairman. One from
incoming Ashanti Regional Chairman of what?
MPP.
Well, on my elections already.
What's that for no more?
No, yeah, incoming.
So you campaign, man.
Well, campaign. Kaba, we have written documents which always show evidence. That is why you see the MPP with papers about Kofi Adams and Good morning, Kaba. Please tell Kofi Adams and the NDC. Enough of the blame game. Ghanaians are really suffering. Chief Atonsu Honorable Ajimamenu has said it all. Our economic woes is because we don't have capable men who are implementing the Better Ghana policies. Indeed, Ghana's leadership is in crisis. Joel ni or say Kaba. What is Mr. Ajuma Menu saying when they sit at the Public Accounts Committee and they find people to have misused public funds? What action do they take? Vampire politicians sucking the blood of Unions and Ghanaians. Pastor Joel Edifri Kumase Ena Ode Ebre. One from Eben Ofusuhini. Good morning, Kaba. I don't blame President Mahama for this poor work, but rather blame Uresi Dunketia for allowing those who can do the work not to contest President Mahama. I'm an NDC member, but Kaba, it is not well with me. I wish we change President Mahama. Greetings to former President Rawlings and Kofi Adams. One from Boatin Isaac. Kaba, in fact, Unya Kabakov. I mean, it's all right. Martin, I'm a boy. One getting kids. Ghana is now like like the days when Israel was in slavery, and that is a punishment by God. But He will have mercy. Abdullah Mohammed from Bali. I appeal to government to come to our aid. Kaba, it is serious. We still do not have water in Bali. President Mahama could be found in Chrome for as we move here in Sue. All right, Kofi. To us, wrap up now. Wrap up.
Okay. Kaba, enti yebano and the economy. The country would always have obenyane ups and down. Okaya, Ura Kwame Pinim, a celebrated economist. Asembe no kai, as to say MPP, Abresu say Omo ton Ghana Telecom, the country economically would have collapsed.
No, come on.
Now why? Well, Kwame Pinim, has he ever been part of a government and sana he celebrating as economist? And now more outside more kasano or more abenum or more kasana yenti wana. Ura jima minu or kasano wa abema. Nana fidu ajima ote haya onuso kasano wa abema. But ye one na yeti one. Now if you want to compare all these persons, Kwame Pinim ye celebrated Obano the issue of what economy. Also say Anton Ghana Telecom was Sabrina. The economy would have completely collapsed. Now we had to agently package it and sell it near yeton to be able to what? To be able to what? Balance things. And that is the situation. But in Yenyanton Bibia, because the economy is collapsing, we are faced with challenges. Challenges be what you face. You put hands together, we will be able to overcome such challenges. Which here obini text out the buy. Also bole omu nyade omu nisu. Kaba me and awu maybe we may be lucky to have the water running through our taps from time to time. Now say a boa ye for insuano is not up to the cost of production. And the ama institution now what they was standing so na ebikoka bole for no omutuminko because nia omo ye krama me now yenya bi nom no yentumi ntua ho ka na say oh na say bohos are free ya
na no abantimi
boho e free na ban na nya ban ya no ye the other one so and America ye na nyamia ya Adom yenya taps na omo treating so no on see yentua bibi kakra to be able to possibly cover a certain amount of what cost so that near abide the shishe or the boy mena wa yenya nso pa ye no already no or the big kakra the be kwa koye bowl sam ebinuma omunya bi kura sometimes we are having a difficulty understanding me no with here light eda ye so gan wo ko areas bia omunni bi abind the sika kasena or they share the production of energy ni mama yen saka bi yen tua bibi kakra fanka ho so that near abind the share no ebeba form kakra so he can put some other money na baby yen ni bi no omuso benya bia yenti jai. These are the economic difficulties and the truths that we need to confront and ask ourselves. Ye pen say yen kakra yen saka bi no enwo hosa na yen stand na ebia nkobi. But Kaba, back to the issue of revenue and wages.
whether we like it or not, no credit. That over 70% of yen revenue echo into Akitia. That's the truth. Sorry, we can't run away from it. That's the truth. That a percentage of our revenue more than 70%. It goes into salaries and wages.
From Zoana.
Of course, we can say so. You do entirely there. Is it that nkofo bebrea or there uchia revenue omuntia? I have always had that concern that there are many informal sectors. We are focused more on the formal sectors, like workers are on income tax, revenue from the ports of entry and the rest. Will you be someone maybe me sit down? Messi now or ye juma wo hono maybe edabia obeye juma no then I pay the person. Teacher now onutua income tax no maybe ni pay maybe 500 Ghana cedi a month. So I'm missing now me trying to ask he may end up getting more than 500 cedis a month, but he doesn't pay an income tax. How can we introduce systems so that obia obenya income biano will be made to pay, so that yenyinano yebenya humfa so? We need to begin to look at the informal sectors as well. Then we must fight corruption. Anything I mean, I'm happy about one demonstration here also. PPP. It's good. Of course, that demonstration there, it's good to draw attention. Important. Look, some people may demonstrate even for goodies or munya. Okay, university days are also chicken too much and they demonstrated. Or mupe beef. So people can demonstrate for whatever reason. Government cannot satisfy 100% everybody. And the omo feel they omo satisfied. No? That is the way to express themselves. But omo then they are opening the way and we are seeing things. Look, Kaba, the civil service corruption, or you're one of the killer. But because for political interest in you bet na me ena ura nana Fredu Ajima na ye kan politician I say leaving out other areas that are even more biting. Who near APP from sole commissioner on judgment debt issue. Who call Public Accounts Committee in Sema APP wo near na ekoso. Ura Ajima or Kasano, he raised the very, very important issues to me. But then ask yourself, about Sena, when he was a deputy minister for finance, we had a situation where mining companies were given free buntu to take everything. Sikana omunya ni na omunfanko. Say a pay war.
Time na sa.
Yeah, it happened in their time.
When did this?
It happened in their time.
Really?
2003.
The Mining Act.
Yeah. The act that allow Newmont and others there. Once you can now full 100%.
Newmont for a press conference 3 days. Last 2 weeks. They say no credit.
That is because they were being benevolent. Omu decided to keep some. If they had chosen to go according to agreement, they would have taken everything away.
In essence,
but all I'm saying is that there are rooms for improvement. But in is better than yesterday. It doesn't mean that we should not fight. Kaba, I have had encounter. Look, 3-4 years, we be saying this year Christmas, it is say, hey, I want you Christmas now. The last year they better pa. Next year, we share ni pana usan be saying be this year there more Christmas ni last year.
I'm out for life.
Last year then you better. Sometimes our expectations and needs also increase. What is most important for me is about also preaching management, conservation.
So you're watching
not just that. Like Ufano, Ghana Water Company. But today there was a break pipe around Obra Sport. That is a major place and Kofofa Hopa. Why should that break leaking pipe stay on for like 3-4 days before the problem is solved? How we rapidly respond to situations. Very key. You see the forecast they are reducing their losses from 29% to about 22%. It's good, but they can further reduce it to maybe possibly even 18%. Then we can be able to make savings. But saying then we only want to score political points. After scoring those points, when you take over, you will be confronted with the same situation.
Nana Fredia.
Kofia Kasache, Papa. Kasa could 40 minutes.
Oh, do 40
Na
minutes.
program, how many minutes?
Now, program is starting how many minutes?
It started 7. The ball bear 7.
Who started
7:3.
The ball bear 7:30. Na Miminia Konya Kasai. The ball bear 7:45. And the Kofinia Konya Kasai. About 8.
My interviews home.
Nina,
Mukoye adverts cry.
Ubon the part.
Nana, I'm saying,
adverts.
me, and cry time to the Casa.
Adverts, no, adverts may draw who attention.
Mesra man for say, Nemunya daily searchlight a Mumpebi. Abeku Santana, AOD, President Mahama Adasi, see and to Mano, ne Nenumasem, to Abeku Santana, your politician. It drew on so dinner no tomb, so if you say Abranti Bedi. Mampeni ebeboye ene ene ye quote no ono nanu asem ni atro yanko ye trimu anka bibia
ene o se den
ne toso kaba mesre se sa asem suboya kofidi to ura ajima menu no so no mesre ne ebisem ye ahwehwe
mining law no
yes because mining companies ba Ghana ha na yenwo ura ajima menu Mrabi ya shisha ya MPP for ba bemu na Mr. Jumamenu nia bemu ena saa ne amana bae o kase o bae no then no yesesa no a metumi ne wa ya adwen because maybe there are some things that onya ho akwanya ena wanye eno de o kan metumi ne wa ya adwen depending on what you say but maybe all defeating na nya no kre ntimisremo yenko bisam nya Kofi Adams defeating nya no kre
no kaba mun friend say
yenko bisam
no me check it
as far as I'm concerned
no make the agreement signed with Newmont and the rest for them to that they can evacuate their everything
he didn't clarify until I'm right to say what I said and on the clarification we need to see exactly what was in there because you who say ura kufo apenso na ura jima menu num edi minister no niema ko yie pa nti no yepesi hu adekra wan yeka ne toso ora pienim asem okan no I don't recall say o se egu oman no esikasem o kan se ye hieska ne ye hieska ne ho kire ye wan ka se egu economy no anki yankoton a na sa Vodafone semu yi ebi ase no den na Kofi Adams no ka kire ye on ba e beji okay
pa
ene ibeja mo mind
but you can say mobile the early part of mobile almost review agreement
you see
but what we could do
you see what
you review no mo yeah
you able to my na yeah nko o ka dey
nyamu betumi aye na mo yeah hono ye bisa
person that so
yeah that's all
yeah but the ejina no an ejina mudasu didim you know what I'm saying you're depending on the taxes those companies pay. So mo ba no na mu manka se mu discount se mu di amini but your benefit yes but se mo so nya ho faso nti na mo nka ho hwede na but any breba
we have no option
you see now okay no osi ono corruption here no
also corruption here
yeah, fight against corruption
now odusubo ni kobo civil servants
we are ignoring that
is that the matter
we are ignoring
that
the
matter
is it not the matter say aban na mu no shedanye bibi papa edi jida semu is recent jida eno nko aye example of nia won ye dey pa no ya yafa ho because ya bobobodi ya kirekire bibi niam wo dey pa nia yafa ho menti krase ya chi obi na ehun ya se ye be chi obi a sika no so ye di ye kire kodo yi inti corruption mo de kosi civil servant so your political appointments and na boy form na hwe ade ba ko ura mills buyer oye ya so Kofi pese ye de fa ho no ma eye public sector reform ministry na ura Akufo de buyer eno no anka chichiri niam ne pia manko onka asema oka no woyegu ministry no public sector reform agu. It's only about 2 rooms.
Honorable, this is also the most useless creation of the Kufuor administration.
And today,
a deputy minister,
and today, listen to Kofi Adams complaining about structure in government. If it was useless, then Kofi's statement is useless.
Sorry, what is answer?
Why not? So, Minister Benegan.
Deputy Minister for Local Government and Rural.
Kofi
it was the most useless creation
one of the most useless
administration.
But you heard the context within which you were speaking.
Useless creation.
You heard the context within which you were speaking. He was not referring to what you, Kofi Adams, is saying. He was not referring to
the ministry. It means no. Also, it was the most useless creation. And yet, so you didn't need that ministry to do what you are supposed to do.
Now, the next thing is that Kofi Adams still has a information flow. MPP 49 information. So now all they only release information. Asamba kwa okaya ya medeko kaba. Only who can see information. Whether there's freedom of information bill or not. Only who can. Now, or say ni partner swa. Na ship samuya okopeja yi. Sa ship no da ben ye ton ye. Kaba.
O say.
Sa ship na akoya semna
2001.
2001. And you were
2013.
12 years later, Kofi Adams see $3 million now. You see any baby I want into abine egu. That's what Kofi Adams is saying. That's what he's saying. Or say ship now you turn here now. Your friend say so far a man for see any baby once one any so actually say harness say says can $3 million. Your friend say we you menum sika ne nia we bedi abemu 600 million cedis no $3 million enu ba bia Kofi Adams say $3 million ni ntino ena sika sem ne enko yie.
Oh,
na sansem no
yet now kaba mpacho and it's referring to
now just information now. Oh, say
no
just why are you doing this?
No.
You want him to speak in a sense me try me there just in some kind of me try me there kaba me try me there if you
I didn't make any wrong allusions
I did not allow him I did not interrupt him me try me there because me said no make kasa say no
this one is
you cannot permit this kaba. Kaba, you cannot permit this.
It's specific
Kaba, you cannot permit him to talk. Kaba, you cannot permit him to speak. And then someone can run a car. Kaba, and someone can run a
car. So he's not allowing me to raise my point.
Or see information flow. And now one to me, and after they went to me, into now MPs in the parliament a day. Or patches were going on. They were useless there. And now, Sana Deputy Minister Koka and program no so if you are procure to be san. Information. Why to you in school now? I want to na deba program so no pano. And why I could develop a point
in school.
Saying this for Cotnas and Naturals of Moko Akasi. Because in me say Deputy Minister no said the exact same thing. Say MPP 49 information so.
Of course, that was what you were doing.
They went to NDC for classroom and they catch them. I'm telling you, said, yes.
Very, very clear.
And the said you had parliamentarians back in Parliament. You think that they want to hear you say that they were incompetent?
Bagbin was
very Is that what you are saying?
We had competent
because
MPs.
There's no economic policy. Because economic policy beyond the baby and it must pass through Parliament. Until when you sit here and say you had no information, Mom Resu, Rollins, now Okasamano, it's when those things were happening. And as a moon to maintain and your because Bipia bededi. That is why you are able to have access to information. After all, Public Accounts Committee, you want to render him incompetent. Just not your not if he has it. Hey, kasa be na mo kan eya mo be kasa kire mamanfo Badwam amonto mo afen so ose de biom sa ship na yeton entino amamu na chia
not necessarily so
yes internal reference na sense kaba na the reference no na sense
because ship no wo he
o say ship load into single span salary no e bo no cost
ship no wo
$3 billion sa ship load ninti inne yentu obi ka 12 years ago asem bi e buy eno na Kofi Adams ene NDC for say yemfa susu ya brabo mu ne enra akola bi na 20 years ago 12 years ago no we 6 years old inne we 18 okoto aba obeti Kofi Adams their father sa na Kofi Adams peso ka kire no. That's what's going on now. After so osi petition court aye call enti me say page bio osi eno nti say petition ni ho nti afei bie
investments in the beba
unim say akochiri abaye owura say tekpe akojina Badwam e ka say President Mahama ohe
president so too kind
oye den wakwantum
woko UN
ofri honda oye den bio no oye ye ho kire ye won kra ha o oti ho ye den akochira bagana eya mo kohwe oba no no so oye Obama kohwe ne Obama na nke so ko Malaysia wanko because inne niema ahochira ba America. President Mahama onam no lectures o ma lecture. And that is what you want us to sit here and accept to say ekoye magana for.
My main car man for say pictures where live pictures from Obra Sport PPP IFA demonstration and hu no here amount for kuta placards na the phones na edidi wo machi nti we every PPP for demonstration ya koso e won crime
and
police for those super
Kofi Adams
police for no demonstration all right maybe a picture some of police for no demonstration
no say hu nkofo
kaba em say micro jan be botai
one say we enti ma
owie
micro jan me de botai be say amanfu me hu say
na to aso na
kaba inti sanse mu na Kofi Adams si yemfa enwe besi nsemi ya ode tutu hoi NDC for mpanimfo when panipa ura Mahama yede ama oman na hye ne nsa so
so on na mo here dey
o ma lectures
na no for so
dan fa so so mesi ahokyera ba mfoni na mo yi sisi ana ahokyera ba nti na nipa sebe enye mo ene guo no ma won iko demonstration obrewum nipa bre mesi enne uto your friends electricity nanka utia 1 CD afi ubetua 1 CD 80 pesos for the same amount of units na uwie nso ansuo nso wotua 1 CD 52 pesos ewo no nso uwie nso your friends una auto premix a obre una your friends u use premix a obre una use kerosene a obre inti dem pa na ebeye sese no sebi predia so why am police for sebi say who for
aden
okay single salary span structure when the kosi when the one kotena parliament say ye ne aba na ye bejiska ene you want to tell us that it was a mistake police force money who sa that is what it means so when patrol say it was a mistake ye ka Ghana ye dim ye can't ye me bebo ye ho ban ma adwenfo from ra na nana fredi anum betena hanu ma yetumi bobo enum a kire yadwen na ne wo hono ma ye bre no musa tena ye nim so eke kire ye say emfa ho it doesn't matter akokyira abagana no mu pese mu kire say it doesn't matter na ye nitua say amanfo disika na kese jida ene ne keke ka ho ebia ebobo ba no kra de ebon
yeah
oh kaba make a true but esisi ehwehwem na edadi ye it is a major problem na unya unama na your friends abeku santana no kasa ene ma wo so ura kojotumbo afonso nam eno ono no obehwe so ye free zones no da so ye public politics. You see there's a major problem intina na ura kumbo no kasa no you say ura to niedu no so akasa na no I mean there's chaos everywhere na no MPP for na deba na say amamu boni serious problems MPP for na deba and say amamu boni na say utie NDC for a ubisa won say dey important and na modi aba yes e ka na aba no efriye ne bae mo bae na 9 million billion se say modi akodu 43 almost 5 times the amount.
But then cancer also HIPIC through HIPIC, you know, you try more.
No, I didn't.
You try canana, you didn't move.
I can't a canon free. Urefi say a cana you try to do no. Near what is the canon chairman? And now Refi. Okay, say HIPIC near June 2001. Of course,
a car free.
Into no can what can the say
you're writing off your debt.
Whose debt?
Ghana's debt.
Who created it?
Ghana.
When?
Ghana.
Under Rawlings, under a champion and previous governments. Mebuana. Yes. Now they do don't know Rawlings in Mreso. And Uraku for buy no me at so. Into what exactly are we talking about? We're talking about na yati we nyina so na ye bue kwan so ama say fadwen foforo bra na ahoden mra na yenye sika na yemfa mo ye ho ban no kojo to 44 million or something 5 times na obeto ye no enko yi say parliamentarians are only one year jumakra no wan ni nye nyema hwenko yi ma ba bia intinu eso se Ghana fo bisa
mate me da aska ba
se mo e ba no
ma pulling out your friend is saying ora campaigning exactly what is for certain daily graphic report.
Then why didn't you pull out also the new month thing na omukoka
me omo bring press release in me new month for bring and at the end
na new month one press release in America nya eko pay wo public accounts committee a year report a nyina ye hu de they signed an agreement with them in 2003.
I'll look for it.
On the 15th of December, was late in Parliament.
Story filed on the Kofi. Remember time.
You need one time.
Yeah, before 9 o'clock. Remember time. I'm more responding. Story filed by Daily Graphic on the 30th of August 2008. GT sale crucial for economy. Daily Graphic report. Ghanaian economist Mr. Kwame Pieni on Monday joined the debate on the sale of Ghana Telecom and argued that the sustenance of the Ghanaian economy depended on the money to be paid for GT by the British company Vodafone. He said Ghana's economy needed about $130 million injection to stay healthy, and that $900 million expected from the sale of 70% of GT shares to Vodafone could provide a critical support, strengthen the macroeconomy, and control inflation. Quote, if we don't get the money from Vodafone, inflation will go up, which will greatly affect the poor, Mr. Pieni told the Daily Graphic on Monday. He was sharing his views on the debate in which the minority in parliament, opinion leaders, and some civil society organizations have heckled have kicked against the proposed sale.
Okay.
This is exactly as someone Kwame Pieni.
We here maybe to sustain and then
the rebut has been we are doing it in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
What rebut? But he has done a rebut. He spoke.
He
spoke. I spoke. And then he has come in. And so I'm responding to what he's doing. But he didn't do 2 minutes. Why are you giving me 2 minutes?
You know, say you did more than the time you did.
You broke for adverts. Are you counting the adverts time against me?
Kofi, you cry. They spend time today.
Jeddah. Measure say free ho. Omudi report in the buy. Look, this is the time Obibeka there. A government has not done anything there to cover up a report. Ada ministerial committee. On year investigation, or they go straight to the number 1 person. Putting everything before public. And they had referred the report for an action.
Against public agitation, say.
Publish the report.
Publish the report.
Public agitation.
Publish the report.
Public agitation on to committee now.
There be. Oh, so, committee, no.
Was it not because government is
public agitation?
Manasseh no to committee.
Oh, there be. But only
Manasseh no to committee.
Oh, influence here.
Influence the committee.
Kofi, only story they don't committee.
Manasseh and multimedia
long before Manasseh quote information and Manasseh no quote came from investigations that were being done.
Oh.
By who?
The national security.
Oh. And what government
now Obedena, if you have not done a detailed investigation, and you know even ministerial committee could report no mo buy no some persons ye ni hana zoom line for be kasa there obi am frɛ wona Oma Mekasa. So we should go and prosecute Zoom Lion with a report that nobody has spoken to them.
When?
Eh?
And who says that's the
Ye
issue?
nyo mainum ena RLG force Mekasa they have not their side of the story out of the investigation has not been heard. We should go and prosecute them with that type of report. Anything on Modiama, Iyoko, and the CID. The state institutions are omotumaya investigations, you know, and also to prosecute. So this is direct one. They finish, they will prosecute.
That is for the live pictures still maybe live pictures still if we people before demonstration ya or more into who na demonstration ya koso no and infoni ya hu kofi to aso
Kaba. Unim EO group company be a omoye PR for Jubilee field partners, you know. PR omoye no omunya omde mbe 2 to 3%. Omuton omu share that 2 to 3%. Omunya over $300 million. Drill ship. Unim ada drill ship here. Senka MPP for an cotton drill ship in Sikana and chain dear. So one cotton drill ship no and chain dear. Nka drill ship no would have been available. Now so far that's the information. So Societe Generale so information yeah.
The committee is
that is fresh information ba. It's fresh information ba.
But has not been established almost this.
So far that is what it is
$3.5 million so much.
Say you muskana mede minka say. Minka de omo de ma omina. There was one story that Attorney General no ma power of attorney there munkoton ship no. Me this can buy no me de ma check no ma President Kufo. There's another story there or the buy no omo de ma finance minister or there's different stories. So which of the stories should we believe? The conclusion is that for now
he's yet to appear before the commission
until any other evidence comes in. What I can say is that Sikano omuchedi. But for me cry what is most important? What is most important to me in there? Say EO group PR omuye omunya omube 2 to 3% and they got over $300 million.
So EO group as a
can you whatever I'm telling you that when they sold your share omunya over 300 million. Kaba, can you imagine Senkayanton drill ship no? Now you use this drill ship no? That today some countries, Norway, Norwegian company. When it comes to oil, they bought it and they are using it, meaning that it was still an important and a valuable asset. Say Yanton, now we had continued the process and Kasa drill ship would have participated in the discovery. In percentage, Ghana would have gotten more than 10% as a result of the drill ship participating in the discovery. In Kasa 10%, Obama over $2 billion. So would have injected into our economy. But covered up. That is what I'm talking about. Documents being available, open. Look, the Extractive Industry Act, as a result of transparency, NDC are buying passing act so that people would know that this is how much are you from the revenue from oil.
Don't have a choice.
But you will a shipload of oil.
If you no final comment.
Kaba, sulpon oil.
That's your final.
It was missing. It was missing. You Ghana. They said it was missing under the administration. But be that as it may, for me, Eurobond was a man Mekaya. The American there, Omoko G Saskana, won't find share very important and meaningful sectors. And yet to go and pay salary. As for president going on UN trip is important. As for near Obama go through where government is folding up, we are not going through a government fold up. Our government is not folding up. It's not the same as what US is going through.
Emails Kakraba Kobe Ike or say Kaba in fact Kofi Adams likes to refer to the MPP anytime he come on the show. They have been in government for 5 years. He shouldn't throw that into our eyes. Kobe from Achimoda, Bonti Benjamin. We voted for President Mahama to prefer solution. Yeah, prophesy.
That's what we are giving. So you shouldn't allow
to prefer solutions to our nation's problems. But Kofi Adams is now telling us stories. Better Ghana indeed. One from Paul Noah Kwam. Kaba, what is happening to the police? I've seen the police demonstrating. Please, what is happening? Police want to demonstration.
Police for demonstration.
Before
police for demonstration.
Police for also saying demonstration.
Kaba, how can we use loans for profitable investment while salaries of the workers have not been paid? Ado Clement, actually by Kobe Emmanuel. Good morning, Kaba. Our leaders today seem not to give attention to the fact that there's a vast difference between politics and governance, and still play politics even after elections. Politics offer only lip services whereas governance has to do with actions and pragmatic policy implementation. The government today should know this and begin to do the walking and stop the talking. The question is, are we protected and defended as Ghanaians by our government today? We try to live up to what government demand of us as guardians. And it goes on and on. You know, UDS in Wa campus. NS Koba Kofi. Kaba please tell Kofi Adams say so muntimi nye adwuma no won kana nuntum. One from Jaba Kofi Kaba. Have you seen how hypocritical politicians are? Today, Kofi Adams is defending government because he and his he and his party. Okay, he's got part of the national cake. Was he not the one who criticized President Mills' administration? Did he do that? What did he do that because of? While there's no chalk to write even in schools. Okay, Jabbar Kofi, I think I get some episode can. Alex Tufo right, Kaba. Can Kofi Adams tell Ghanaians what policy implementation the NDC government has done for the past 4.5 years? The only thing I think of is the increases in utility prices, job for the boys, corruption, propaganda, and or they are braying. Kaba, please ask Kofi Adams if the NDC was handling the court case or it was the Supreme Court. He's even sacked from the NDC. Oh, he's not sacked. He was suspended. Vivian Akosia Sewa, Kaba, please ask for me. Where are our taxes? How come they are not paying the NHIS? One from Vivian Sewa, okay, and then one from Kwaku Usu Mensa. Please tell Kofi Adams so ni asembia ka wonka and anuntum Ghana for ye breye papa. One from Germany, or in fact, also hearing live from Germany. I'm here. Okay, we're marking Canada, and then final one. I'll say Joel Kaba, please turn on for you. Say. What? Please tell enough radio that the kododo and to asunti ihunya opesoche. Or emails, text messages, kaba@myjoyonline.com, Twitter, Kojo Kaba. Na yetimi atwan komodie so and ya ka Ghana ansem no ngumasi ahun sam Kofi. I'm moving.
You read SMS that sought to demanding eliciting information from
me also on the account.
Eliciting information from
anytime, baby.
So because otherwise
I'm moving on to the next segment.
Otherwise, you should not have read it. Since it is asking for information from me, so you have to give me
your viewers.
And I make they asking for information. They asking for information. So if I saw the account, no. I know you have time for other topics. So
over starting next topic now.
That will not be timed.
That will be time.
Listen.
You're moving on to education.
You think I won't keep quiet then? I will continue talking even when you are stopping.
Oh, sorry, time was Nana, and woman see how some to say, no,
there were questions that I should answer. You have just read questions. Let me answer
them. You answer them.
Okay, then let's start with me. So that
why should I start
because
with
there
you?
were questions that
I'm moving on to education.
You are not being fair. You are not being fair to your panelists. You are not being fair. You are not being fair to your panelists. You are not being fair to your panelists. Why are you going to him then?
Because I'm moving on to a new stage.
No. Start with me. You started with him on the first topic. So start with me. No. You started with him.
Also.
You are not being fair. You are not being fair to me.
Fairness.
You fair.
Yes.
I know. You read hanging questions and then you leave it.
Me never read it. I'm trying.
So then why should you read it if you give me chance to answer? Let me answer it before we move to the next topic.
Your I basis medu 5 minutes in your phone call. Oh, 5 minutes. Mumasua say university for yi ano ba o bo Ghana for se nkom be fa kwara mu dudu a o mu SSC wasi no o ma ntimi anu o mbo hye so no Joy FM midday report we need say utie a e call almost all the public universities no baby om ka se bia nkom be fa 20,000 e call here no ma fa be 15,000 and now 10,000. They say polytechnics kra no aban so wo mu kwan so wo admit wasi D7 ni E8 eno kra na failure o E8 for no almost a failure pass but Kofi wa chara there a mild pass enye kra but they say omo na say for ko polytechnics ni ade enhumasia ye ne dey
gawa me di besi ho no mamenka niam ni bi pe
but you all 5 minutes
so ni di kan ship na ye ton still
most of us
eno ono de chirechira asem se eno de akofa iyo asem abetu ship na eto no 12 years ago no eno nanka ne ebebo ye ho ba na sa ship no na bakosem Kofi Adams menyin bi so ni na im se ships ne be force be ya owura chikata toton ene ka ba ko na sa ship no ton ye na ye ka
was very important
na ye ka ana wo e twa to ho boy come
very important
and you can negotiate fee 40
billion we winning the case
says kana na si ekutua no
na muton ye
Kofi Adams say 3 million na ono enya payment no to me modi say we dey di ye
mo negotiate
intinian so yete hanom na se ka say 600 million na presidency ho no says kana we he won di ye
600 million me
overspending no won spend the ko he Jides can so won ye di intinian to me nchi obia no na mo wa scam no back for and the judgment
there also bowa
and better no more is it a travel say
yes ship no war him
one no enu ni ene collaborate o say
balance no war him
collaborate ni enwo won e come de won ne mfa
ship no war him ship no war him ship no war him
school sem kaba me di hu anwan hu amenti ase
Kofi Adams do ni a new grading system for secondary schools.
Nyana me pese me bisa ne se ne di kan. O kai se last year eko ne wie samre musa no. E na e ba graphic mu se afede ya sesa grading system na ma u feli kra wa pass. Ma camp so there but na e yakosa.
Ta unu zo camp so.
But na say we u feli kra wa pass. O asama kan ya say no.
Me see unya E8 is virtually a fail.
It's a fail. U feli kra wa pass. Enya last year no yes ade. Enya sa SSM ya. Ena ne abro yeso. Ena ne hwe ne ekoso. Ti say mesra mi kan. Asem na me be kan na ya nso e no kre. 3-4 ekodu good classroom because yen sisi ne ma ne yi. Yanto ye bo anya ne ma yi. Yanhwe amankola ne egina bia anya yi. Ye ka school sem na ne ye kan ani bresu se ne na kufu adoka no. Na manfo si enya djuma because one wa ban mu no on didi nti ye ma to mi ko school. Here for man na hwe ye se o twemko ye betene ade no mu na ye se twemko afehwe ne ye ko ye police schools. Story no se manti ase a boa me. Ne me hu ne se won se
dodo admit o mo a
dodo na ye ma me kire ne me meti ase no na wo wa kire me. Ne na se se won nya no won anya won ye se pass pa no 14,000 se ben apply no 3,000 per ena na won ya pass nti 11,000 no ayase meanwhile police schools ni na esise won to meji ebro sa tis won ya pass pa esise ko eno
esa
asembeni na emwaye ben pa ena ebetumi ama every se Columbia University even na president ko emwaye ben pa na ebetumi ama to deal with this problem. Now, into me, now the solution about maybe it's a good solution. I must admit because condition that down no say oko school now obey courses BSO and I agree with them. I think it's a good way out. Well, addition ye ma ho chire wo because boaw nti yense say ma ho chire nti I think it's not a bad measure. But ni nso anso pa no ani bebi efi ba na se ne sen. Na dachi nkola na e ba no then won betumi aya then ya ehihye ben ye to hon ma se ne be ya san ho kire no emma bio e teacher fo betumi a kire ya de yie ade niam hia akade hia ma nkola na adwen mu abue no akoyi what are we doing about that?
It
is a terrible story. It is a very dangerous situation. Solution is not only the 3 months. Why you know, after a dimpa and an uncle and school. It is a serious matter.
Yo, 5 minutes. Since one time, me what tell topic is MPP accused nationals of thievery. Even parties kakra there what the ejuma kra no omu so parties kakra mun fan koye ejuma no omu di sa sika no
thievery no na say mo fa
in quotation
na mo fa free
it's in quotation
before when there
mo quote
omu parties kakra no
mo quote
one omu parties kakra o there omu di ejuma man ka party no kra ba power no kra ewie mu be corruption katasise no project kra koso ho na san of way ye ma hon opportunity there one mess na be no to me kan
because on him say man go musika tie o kasa no man no soka
omo musika kra ye on fan ko ye party hu ejuma ama party bra omo
yeah, they never call you. No,
they stole corruption kra wo party no kra ye
because
and this angle for
because on him say oni asem ka
me enye won dey no asem na ebesi wo ho. So in terms of, this is an example of why
discuss your issues
MPP
because you are a failure in your own system.
Chance because of one party wants omu yo omu musika. Nkunta bulu omu tumi mbunkunta. But they want to cover up by returning the elections upside down. That is the situation. That's the situation of thievery.
But they are only asking for accounts, Kofi.
Because they cannot render it. Anything on Mura, young flag bearer before I to cover up. Because he said the prayer,
Mamika, for a live picture still from people before demonstration. Oh, Mekai.
5 minutes,
oh, already 5 minutes. Why spending 2?
Of course. What's the one music cry?
Please, the subject.
Because when you send on the solution,
because I also be responding to
say me man me responding. This is PC appeal for Ikaya. Omo koton Ghana Telecom kakra for bia omo jimode no nya no omo koye ne nye no omo bribe omo MPP MPs. That's PC appeal for.
I can say MPP MPs and that's all MPs.
No, also bribe MPP MPs. Say omo no omo tena parliament omo ton. We boycotted it. Also, bribe 5,000. On one opposing or more money.
No, to be proved.
Or no, President Mills' friend. Bribery. That is why he had problem. He had problem with President Mills for not dealing with that matter because he had strong evidence that look that was what was going on. And that is all they were doing. They were even bribed to sell. They bribed to sell
because they were not able to.
They looked into it and they dealt with it. Kaba.
Who looked into what?
Kaba.
Why can't you look into PCRP for this matter? Because there's nothing there. You are sitting here today. You are making an issue. Inconsistency on your side.
On my Japadi Ekran, almost some bribe.
Because it's situated.
Almost some bribe. So Nipa Obisama, we should be worried about
that.
We should be worried about that. Those are the things that they are worried about. On education.
What 2 minutes to do that?
Yeah. On education.
2 minutes. Look,
education should not be. You should not be imprisoned during education. Maybe at a certain level, krano or children so here now, obotumenya some difficulties. Inye de nipa no ini adwina obotuma ye ni owo there oye. The person had passed the electives. Nya no mo can de some core courses be or the grades and then very good, but onye very relevant to the various courses and confirm omuko reading or polytechnical, but
minimum requirements,
minimum requirements, but and since it is not very relevant, but a certain time, the Abraham will design another course line for students now on admission on this dispensation to be able to better their courses. A good opportunity, it will help because look, this is an examination. Why you're lucky? Now, teacher or chair on your examiner and now on your listener is sometimes quite difficult for you. You can have knowledge of things, but
how to go about it, will be another difficulties and challenges. And I strongly think that with this system, people should always have, why those days, the A-level days, Obi Tumuko with just one good pass and then the rest of it. Then they are given opportunity to better their courses. Look, you two must celebrate even Independence Day, and the president decided to be on holiday. President on Independence Day. Now say who allow him is making noise at the background and not allow me to talk.
I'm dealing with you because you have nothing to deal with. On to me, can I say?
Anything I work at the catastrophe for any party, omu parties kanu. Parties kakura mudi. Parties kakura muche. Parties kakura muche. Yema opportunity. Yema opportunity.
Yeti amafo so ehwe so de messages e buy na afi sorry na.
Parties kakura muche.
Kaba, Amwakudenis, Kofi Medas, your message is about. Kaba, where actually is Ghana running to? Get a poor finish, even GSS. Get a poor finish SSS. Get E8 and go to Poly, even after all the Apple. Where are the jobs for them after finishing the E8 polytechnics? Kaba, the educational system has spoiled. And we know their secrets. They want to spoil our children and send their children to schools abroad. So the generations will still rule and Ghana will still. For our burn our leaders and our day account, Amako Dennis, and our day one from Stephen, Kwesi Stephen, also Trifita Krade, Kofi Adams. Okay. Is he still the? Yes, he still speaks for former President Rollins. The question will be Obaha, or Deputy General Secretary and the spokesperson to former President Rollins. Yeah, President Rollins who in a coffee so case were resigning. President Rollins, oh, send on your Kasai about Al Shabaab Bunya. They want it.
That's how
Ghana.
But it's about Ghana. Terrorism is about Ghana.
These are the people who say
Bonti Benjamin, the MPP leadership should set up and put things in order as we reflect and find solutions to the cause of our defeat in the 2012 elections, Parafarijan and the cause decision. Let's do our best to restructure the party ahead of victory. Joe Ni or say tell the Afridia say Achim Mafia will destroy the MPP. Oh, okay. No need some more. It was avoid the
say Achim Mafia will destroy the MPP.
Call Emma Nana Fredia Fariata, member of the MPP. Kofi Adams, spokesperson, the former President Jerry Rawlings. Medini Kaba. Yamin Shaw Nekai said, Madam Wase. Philippians 4:8. Menasa Kanya. Oh, the other day.
No,
oh, the other day. Philippians 4:8. Menasa Kanya. No, oh, the other day. Nana Adom. It take you. Yamin Shaw.